Hey good people, welcome back to Beauty and the Frizz. My name is Cara. Whether you're new or returning, thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out with me for another Mimosas and makeup. I have a Propel packet in this water right now, but you best bet your bottom dollar that I'm gonna be having an adult beverage during this video because we are talking all about the Ensley Reign Twisted Tea Party. So excited for this one. So if you want to chit chat with me, you know how we do it. Do some looks, have a good swim. Keep watching this video. Let me know what you think. And if makeup is your therapy and your love, if it makes you happy and you want to hang out with someone that feels the same way, definitely consider joining the community. I'd love to have you back. All right, let's get started. So how are you? I hope that you are doing well. The boys have decided that they want to do Saturday church with Granddad so that they don't have to stay for 2 hours on Sunday. So that's where they are right now. I'm going to go pick them up in a little while. But let me know how you're doing in the chat or the comment section, whichever you prefer. So shortly after our beloved Harvest Moon palette was launched, we saw teasers of the Twisted Tea Party palette from Ensley Reign. And that was going to be the follow-up. Ensley Reign is an indie brand that is definitely new to me. My first time trying them was the Harvest Moon palette, and I enjoyed it so much that I got the Twisted Tea Party. Now I love Alice in Wonderland. It is my favorite Disney story, although I have not seen the one with Johnny Depp, which is a shame because Johnny Depp is one of the greatest actors I've seen, but that's neither here nor there. We're gonna get into this palette. We're gonna do swatches. We're gonna do 4 looks, and I'm gonna tell you how I'm feeling about it. Now, this palette, I believe, was $83.33. I do have a code with Ensley Reign now. It's FRIZZFACE, and I believe this palette is on pre-order. And based on how quickly the Harvest Moon palette sold out, I had a feeling that this was going to sell out too. So I am glad that they're bringing it back on a pre-order. But these pre-orders, y'all, I'm not for the pre-order life. It really deters me like from ordering. So it's like if I don't get it at the launch, I don't know if I would, because I just need instant gratification sometimes. You know, life is short. All right, let's get into this palette. So I want to just show you the packaging. I think the packaging is really nice. And Ensley Reign, their palettes come with like almost like a seal of freshness on their palette. So you know that no one else has been all up and through it. And I love that. So here's the front. And I know there's a serious glare from the ring light, but I just wanted to show you that it's kind of holographic and just all the details. And Ensley Reign is cruelty free. And this palette has a 12-month shelf life. When you open the palette up, there is no mirror, unfortunately, but we do see the Cheshire Cat. There he is. And then we have the 16 shades. So you can see that this palette is a beautiful mix of mattes and some duochrome, multi-chrome-esque shades. And we're gonna swatch them all now. So on the first row, we have Chasing Rabbits, Mind Melt, Amanita Muscaria, and then Hypnotic. I'm gonna do my best to try to capture all the shifty goodness. I love that. So that's Chasing Rabbits. We have Mind Melt. Amanita Muscaria. And then Hypnotic. So you can see a lot of shifty goodness there. Now for the second row, we have Teacup, Distorted Dream, Cheshire's Secrets, and then Rabbit. It's ironic that Rabbit is black when it was like the White Rabbit. Alice was looking for the White Rabbit. This is kind of like a little grungy, pukey color, Teacup. Some of these shimmers, they kind of feel a bit like wet to the touch. This one is Distorted Dream. We have Cheshire's Secrets. And then Rabbit. Rabbit is a really nice black. I actually used that shade way more than I thought I was going to use it. And for the third row, we have Muchness, Hysterical Hatter, Delirious Dormouse, and Looking Glass. This one is super smooth. That's Hysterical Hatter. Delirious Dormouse. It's like a little cool lavender or lilac purple maybe. And Looking Glass. Really nice shade right there. For the bottom, we have Surreal, Drink Me, Elixir, and Bonkers. All right, y'all. Here is our Twisted Tea Party palette. Let me zoom in some on these. See if you can see the different shifts. I really like it. I'm all about that shifty goodness. And I love the choice of mattes in this palette as well. So let me know your thoughts on it. So we're gonna get into the 3 looks, and I had to highlight this little item here. Not a little item in my collection, but I didn't use it as much as I wanted to, but I just wanted to give a quick reminder that do not save your makeup. Don't save things for a special occasion, because there's just no point of doing that. Why's my sister calling me?
Girl, I'm pissed.
She was mad. They messed up her order. Okay. So I wanted to, in that whole vibe of not saving things, my intent was to use something in this video that I had saved. And it's the Alice in Wonderland Spectrum Blushes collection. I was even gonna dress up. I have a costume, but I didn't have time for all that. Anyway, I opened up my keyhole brush, and I know I'm gonna show this in the demo, but look at this, y'all. Like, because I saved it, why did I store it like this? Like, I wet this, okay? I don't know if there's any salvaging this brush. It is beautiful. Look at the detail. All these years, I could have been, but no. Because you wanted to save it. Inside, we have this cute little rabbit purse with the little cottontail. I've got beauty blenders. Look at the detailing of this on the inside. But you know what? It doesn't even matter now. You want to know why? Because I wanted to save it. Look at this cute, oh, not that. Look at this cute Cheshire Cat. What do you call this? A kabuki brush? Brand new, softest ever. Could have been using this to buff blush into my face, but I haven't been. You know why? Go ahead and say it. Because I wanted to save it. And then we have a whole brush set. Look at this one. Oh, look. It's not, the bow's not even on right. Because I wanted to save it. Let me stop. Look at that. That is so cute. I only ended up using like 3 brushes in this video. But the lesson learned is do not save things, y'all. Just don't. There was no reason, and that's why I wouldn't buy any more Spectrum brush collections, even though I thought they looked nice, because the Alice in Wonderland one I knew was just sitting there waiting to be used. And I just remember being so pumped to have that brush collection. But alas, I wanted to save it. And I'm very disappointed about this. I don't know if there's any saving this brush. Like, what? So anyway, just wanted to say that, as Glitter Fallout says, you got to use your good stuff now, because I'm finding that it's true that makeup really does expire, and I'm learning that the hard way. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into these 4 looks and some chit chat, and I will be back at the end to let you know how I'm feeling about our Twisted Tea Party palette. All right, y'all, good morning. I'm looking real icy. I have the Fenty, what is it called? The highlighter, Mojito something. Minted Mojito. It's an old one, but I love it. And I have on this new Huda Beauty powder. So, and this Glam Light primer. I'm looking, oh, we gotta fix this. All right, y'all, we are going into the Twisted Tea Party, as you know. And I am excited. Let me tell y'all though, I think I told y'all in the beginning, a hot mess, my Spectrum brushes. It's taken me 3 years to try them. And look what happened to the key brush. This is what happens when you let stuff sit. And I wet it last night. I don't know if there's any hope for this. And this is so cute. I wanted to use it today, but no, it's not happening. All right, I do have an idea of where I'm going with this first look. So we're going to get into it because it's 7:08. You know how it goes. Let me know how you are doing. Oh, there's no mirror. Ensley gonna have to get it together. I need a mirror, Ensley. Look at the Cheshire Cat later. All right, I'm gonna just use this. So I'm looking at these shades here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and an inner corner. Oh, wait, what did I say? No, 1, 2, 3, 4, those 4. Go with my little, this is a hoodie dress, but I have it over some wide leg black jeans. So going into Surreal, and this is a Lethal Cosmetics brush. We gotta get some color back in this face. I caught myself wearing the NARS new blush palette, but I feel like because of the sheen in that, it's not as pigmented as my Afterglow. So Afterglow is the one right there. So I'm hoping to put some color back in my face. We're gonna have to do something, because I am looking real minty. Now, I like these Lethal Cosmetics brushes because they're very soft. So if you're afraid a shade might be too pigmented, the Lethal brushes are great for that. I think I say that every time I use them. Just because, you know, I know sometimes, like, well, in this palette in particular, I hope my mic is on, it is. I know sometimes, you know, with certain palettes, I hear people say, these mattes are too deep. You know, there's nothing that's going to be a transition, but if you have the right brush, most times, I'm not saying every time, but most times you can diffuse it out so it can be a transition, and you can build it up so it could be smoky as well. So I feel like this is a good transition shade, but I could see someone saying that they don't want to use this like orangey shade as a transition. I could definitely see someone saying that. And I can definitely feel like I need a blush because And now I'm gonna go into Teacup, which is this kind of grungy green. It matches what I've got on. I did get on my bike this morning and my bike was working. I was like, okay. Just gonna put this in the crease and the outer corner. Have a little earthy vibe and bad little vibe. She been on my mind. Got that going on today. We have karate, and guess what? I'm not gonna say that I'm dreading going. I am giving up that narrative that I dread going to karate. We're going and the clothes are ready because the boys got them together last night. Definitely have some stuff I need to take care of at work today though, for sure. So I'm gonna try to be like super productive. All right, now I like how these two colors are going together. You see Ensley Reign is sneak peeking another palette, and it has more shades than this. It might be 20 shades, I'm not sure. So we'll see what that looks like. Ensley Reign is getting me these, what do you call them? Q4 releases. Now I know for next year. Because I want them, you know? But I look back and I'm trying to think, like, were there any like Q1, Q2, Q3 releases that I could have not purchased? And I'm sure there were some, you know? So I have to just say, hey, Cara, like, you need to forgo this because you know Q4 is coming. And that's like the finale of the year, and they're gonna bring out all the stops, and we have Black Friday. So that's where I'm at. I mean, I can always say, hey, I'm not gonna get all these releases, or I'm gonna get less, but I don't know if I want to do that. It was 7:13. Try to be out of here by like 7:20 today. All right, that's looking good. I feel like I have some color installed in my face again. I am really, these two shades are the ones. This one, which is called Duchess. No, what's this called? Muchness. Okay, Muchness. I don't know what that is. And then Distorted Dream. Let me swatch those real fast for us. I know you've seen all the swatches, but I have not seen anything at this point. Oh, look at, Okay, yes. So let's do that. Using a finger. Oh my gosh, muchness. That is exactly what we need. I love that. I'm gonna bring that up a little bit because I need this to be seen over my hooded eye. And let me turn this down because I feel like we cannot capture the awesomeness. On my lips, I'm wearing a Dior matte lipstick. It's in the shade Nude Touch. And I have on a KKW Beauty lip liner with it. Okay, yeah, I like that. I'm just bringing it halfway across because I really want the other shade, the Distorted Dream. That looks so good. So it's going to that. Oh my gosh. I like shades like Distorted Dream. I feel like, you know, this reminds me a little bit of, not exactly, but the Glam Light, or not Glam Light, Glam Shop. You know, Glam Shop, I have to go back and check, but just looking at the shade, it reminded me of something the Glam Shop PL would do. But I like shades like this because they're a little chunkier, but they're sticky in a way. And I like that because you don't have to worry about a whole bunch of fallout. You just have to kind of have good placement. So, you know, I have a few sparkles down there, but that's not the shade falling out. That's my finger. And I feel like these shades kind of melt into your skin, which I love that. And I think that looks great. It's one of those looks where from afar it may look a little plain Jane, but when you get up on it, you're like, okay, no. I was supposed to be using my Alice in Wonderland brushes. Okay, I'm gonna go into this one here. Let's go back in a teacup. Oh my gosh. I was okay, that's not the brush, y'all. I'm sorry. Maybe this one. I was contemplating whether or not I should sell it because I know it's gone, but I'm like, no, Cara, you know you love some Alice in Wonderland. Just use them. Don't sell them, use them. So I sat them out here last night and I was like, you're gonna use these. And that's that. And that's that. I feel like that line came from a movie. Is it, no. Either Goodfellas or Casino, but either way I felt like it was Joe Pesci. Somebody said, and that's that. All right, not really a unique line. Let's go into an inner corner. Oh, wait. And I'm gonna just take this little brush here, and right away, I wanna go into Mind Melt, which is this one for the inner corner highlight. Just gonna give a little, wait a minute, we have, what's this, Chasing Rabbits? Let's look at Chasing Rabbits. They're both pretty, but we're gonna do Mind Melt. And I'm just gonna spray it since it has a little chunk to it. Ensley's getting me, y'all. And it's not that they're like, the formula is so unique. I mean, I think we've seen some shades like this, but again, convenience, having everything in one palette, not having to put together the color story and having a color story that is already pre-made and phenomenal. That's what I think this is. And I love that because it makes the makeup so fun to play with. I mean, it's fun to create your own color stories too, and I love that. But you know how my schedule is. My schedule does not allot for a bunch of that. So this is just perfect. And you know what else I want to do, just because I'm really short on time, I shouldn't do anything. I want to go into Rabbit. Rabbit is black. And I just think I want a little more smokiness here at 7:18 a.m. Yep, that's what we were missing. That's what we were missing. And that black is going to be great in any look that you want to deepen up. And this could be an example of how, like, let's say you're going somewhere after work and you have this look on and you want to touch it up. You might be like, ooh, it's about to be happy hour time. I'm going to put on this, you know, matte black to kind of give me a little bit extra, because that's the life I'm going to be having. I'm going to be going to my little happy hour. I used to go to happy hour all the time. Oh, I actually, when I got married at the place I loved to go to for happy hour, because it was McCormick and Schmick's. Schmick's. Yes. They used to have at McCormick's this great menu where nothing was really above $3.95. You could get a whole burger like half-pound burger or something, and like with fries, and then you would just sit at the bar and pay for your drinks. That was the best. And I had like a teaching assistant, and she worked there, and what's great about it was she would leave right away and go get set up, and then I would go just sit at the bar after work. Victoria Beckham Olive today. And that was just the best. Those were the times. These are the times we all wish for. But those times have passed, because I doubt they have that menu anymore. The moment will last mean so much more. All right, all right, all right, all right. Y'all, if you don't know that song, Drew Hill, These Are the Times. That part, I'm gonna have to listen to that on my 2-minute ride to work. Just for that part. All right, all right, all right, all right. We don't have to do a thing at all. Is that the song? Take some time and talk. And this is the way things need to be. No pressure for you and none from me. Just let the mood set the moment off. We can make love or not at all. Damn, I haven't heard that song in years. Isn't that crazy how songs stick with you? Because I was like, what are the lyrics? When the lyrics just started flowing. I'm gonna listen to that. I feel like that's where Kevin Hart got that all right, all right, all right. Stole it, Kevin. All right, all right, all right, all right. I'm about to say that to my students today. I gotta use that unsubscribe line. I've been using that line with Marky. Marky did not like it. I tested it out on him about unsubscribing to his behavior. He was like, no, don't unsubscribe. I was like, surely am. I had to put him out of my room. But he did tell me a little bit ago this morning that he was moving out because he got his phone taken. Because he tried to swat at me. Like, Mark, you think I'm gonna be scared of you? I don't care if you're almost as tall as me. You better go ahead. Here he comes. What's wrong? Is that all you care about? Or do you care about the fact that you were disrespectful? Okay, yeah. So what should you be saying instead of, can I have my phone? You're sorry for what? For doing what? For trying. No, for trying to put your hands on me. For trying. Keyword is trying. Excuse me, I'm not ready. Don't touch it. That's my phone. Where's my RMS blush? This is the shadow right here. It's called, the highlighter, Sandcastle and Minted Mojito. That's why I look like a damn ice queen. I need to find a blush though, because this one, oh my God. It looks good, but right here. Let the moon set. We're gonna go into the red because this ice is not icing for me. And I feel like this is just not, okay, there we go. Because this is, I think maybe for this one, we may need a little bit of a denser brush, right? Because we can't be having all this. All right, now I might look like a clown. Okay, well, whatever. Here's the final look because it's time. Can't do anything else. Let me know what you think. I feel like it looks, real good, actually. And just because I don't have time, I'm going to show you my outfit. Did I tell you about this? With a waffle cone, part 2, obsessed. It's about to be gone because, gotta bring that with me for a sprinkle of joy. Let the mood set the moment on. We can make love or not at all. All right, y'all, this is the outfit. Got my Lauren Conrad pants, a army green, and...
You got a mini airplane?
Excuse me? All right, yo, we gotta go. No, go. Uh-oh.
Do you like my outfit?
Everyone loves your outfit with your merch.
Look.
He said he has...
Look.
Go ahead. I'm on. Oh, okay. All right, y'all. Let me know what you think about look number 1. I'm trying to do like 3 more, so let me get to work. I got something to do. So we're here for look number 2, and let me tell you what I did. So yesterday, I filmed look number 2. It was great. Was it yesterday? Yes. It was great. Enjoyed it. was happy about it, and it was lunchtime. I sat down at work to just do some preliminary editing, set up, all that stuff. And I literally, it was like an outer body experience. I watched myself delete the footage. I watched myself do it. And I was like, you meant to press import. It blew me. I was so like, and I didn't even have time to be mad about it because lunch is 30 minutes, but kind of not really. It's kind of like 20, 15. And I was just like, I went home and I tried to do like disc recovery. And of course they want you to pay for it. I didn't. But it was like, it was a low chance of recovery. And I was just like, I was so mad because, you know, I'm so strategic with my filming. It's like everything was aligned until I pressed that button. I really want to talk about or re-talk about what I was sharing in the video, because I was continuing to talk about Drew Hill and just some different things. And I'm trying to figure out, do I want to recreate look number 2 right now or wait and do 3 and 4? It's just something about putting on the same look that really grinds my gears. I'll see how I feel. I'm gonna just do a random new look, and that's just gonna be the plan. Then one of my lights isn't working, so the light right here. So if it looks dark on this side or darker, I don't know what to say, but I'm gonna go ahead and film. That's what I'm gonna do, because I came home today. It's Friday. Cleaned up, ordered some pizza, got me a little glass of wine, a cup of wine, it's a cup, and that's all she wrote. And I had a very serious conversation with the boys because my day started out very rotten, really rotten, and I don't even need to get all into it, but, well, let me just get into it real quick. I've decided that I'm tired of the sprinkles of joy. I'm tired of sprinkles. I'd rather the joy be the large part and the bad stuff be the sprinkles. I'm tired of looking for small victories. I'm done with it. I'm done with that life. I need big victories and small defeats. That's where I'm at. And I think it just came to a head for me today with the children, my children. And I'm done with it. I'm over it. I have to figure out that plan. But I'm always looking forward to little sprinkles of joy. You know, 15 minutes to record before I go to work. 10 minutes to maybe listen to a song that I like. 2 minutes of just peace while I'm brushing my teeth. Going to get my teeth cleaned because it's so quiet and relaxing. Like, that is not the life I'm trying to live, and I'm tired of it. So there's that. And that's a whole nother video for a whole nother day. Let's do a blue look because I feel like I should. And I want to. Not I should. I want to. And we're going to see what we can do with Looking Glass here. I think I'm going to also use Delirious Dormouse, which is what I used in my original second look, which is very unfortunate. So, did we talk about the new Ensley palette? It's pretty. Just, you know, I'm just not sure about these prices, y'all. It's a lot. It's a lot. So, let me know what you're thinking about that. I'm just gonna tap this in the outer corner and kind of bring it up and over. So, you know, we were talking about Drew Hill, and it's crazy because the next day on Instagram on my timeline just popped up a little reel about Drew Hill. And you know the song Beaute by Drew Hill. I hope that I can make you mine, for another man steals your heart. That one. So Nokio, apparently he did all of those background vocals, and he like stacked his voice. So he did all of that. And then I guess Cisco had his one part and maybe Jazz had his one part. But I thought that was kind of cool to know. I love stuff like that, learning things like that. And as you swipe, they just talked about different songs that Drew Hill had recorded and everything. And I just was like, you know, Drew Hill was a really good group. And, you know, they're from Baltimore. I just remember them coming out in high school and they had that, tell me what you want. And they had them silk shirts on, like them little shirts from Rave or New York Fashions. Oh my gosh. New York, it was called New York Fashions. That was the store in Security Mall. That it looked like those types of shirts they had on, little silk shirts, you know. And they were doing that jump move, which I need to put in my exercise plan. because that's a good move. That, I mean, that's a full body workout. So I used to work at Lady Foot Locker, and at that time there were these Air Maxes that came out. They weren't the 97s. I can't remember which ones they are. I'm gonna have to find a picture because they're still out now, because you know they bring everything back. I feel like I look so dark, y'all, but whatever. Do y'all see how this is blending out though? It's not as bad as I thought, because y'all know how I feel about the blues. They gave me the blues. I was minding my business in Lady Foot Locker selling shoes, going into Delirious Dormouse. And in walks Nokio. And I was like, oh, that's Nokio from Drew Hill. Like in my mind, you know, I'm excited. But you know what I didn't like? What I didn't like was he was like humming a little tune. And I felt like he was humming it because I didn't say anything. So I continued to not say anything. However, it was such a big deal. Like those Air Maxes at the time, they were very expensive for the year. You know, you're talking about 98, 99. The shoes had to have been won something, you know, close to the 200s. So he had got 2 pairs. I'll never forget. They were exclusive to Lady Foot Locker. And I feel like he was short cisco because I feel like they were for him. They were like gray and green. They were really, really nice because I couldn't afford them even with my discount. That was one. And Cisco would be in the mall too. But I think the Drew Hill story for me that really took the cake was Mark's dad, granddad. That's when I'm talking about granddad, I'm talking about Mark's dad, because my dad is Poppy. Granddad really likes Drew Hill. I don't know if he still likes him as much after the experience. Drew Hill was coming to Ram's Head down at the power plant downtown. And Mark was like, I really want to take my dad to see Drew Hill, blah, 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 blah. So I'm like, okay. Now the issue with Ram's Head is that it's pretty much standing room only. Unless you get there super early. There was like a very small area of seats that we obviously didn't get. So obviously we get there early because you know it's going to be packed and it's standing room only. So we want to have good seats for Granddad for his birthday, or good standing for Granddad for his birthday. The whole thing about it was when the show started, they had a talent show. That was the whole first half. The whole first half of the show was this local Baltimore talent show that nobody was there for. So I felt really bad about that. And then Nokio, he had a band. I want to call it the Wolf Pack, but I don't think that's what it's called. So then it was a rock band too. So, you know, Granddad wasn't even trying for all that. By the time Drew Hill came out, I feel like it was 11 o'clock. I felt so bad for Granddad. And it was in January. It was like, it wasn't snowing, but it had snow. So it was icy out. I'm not here for that life. You know, at this point, and I have always felt like this at concerts, I need a seat. I must have a seat. When I did Merriweather Post Pavilion, oh my God, most embarrassing story of my life. Mark wanted to see Katy Perry. We had a great spot next to some Girl Scouts on the lawn, which was, you know, what it was. And I'm also not sure what kind of shimmer I want to use, so just bear with me. I kind of want to do Chasing Rainbows all over the lid. Or maybe, I don't know, Amanita something. I don't know what that says. I don't know. I feel like I'm going to take shades from the look that I had done, and that's going to make me very sad. Okay, no. I'm going to use Amanita Mugaria. I don't know what that says. Musaria. So anyway, we had got some drinks and everything. And before the show went on, I was like, we need to refresh, you know, we need something else. And Mark was like, I don't know if you should go down there because I don't know how you're going to get back up. And I'm like, true, but I cannot go through this whole show with no more drinks. So he was like, okay, I go get the drinks. 2, you know, glasses of wine or whatever. And mind you, everybody, it wasn't muddy or anything like that, but you know, everybody has comforters out and everything, and it's like it was kind of a steep hill situation. I come with the drinks and I'm looking for Mark. Like, I'm looking for him, like, where the hell is he? So I see him from afar talking about, like this. And I'm reaching out like, sir. So he was looking at me like, I can't help you. So I had to try to go up that damn hill with these drinks, and it was an unsuccessful attempt. That was the most embarrassing fall of my life. When I tell you, I felt like, I mean, I didn't trip. It was just I had on flat. I needed some hiking shoes. I had on like flat, obviously flat sandals or something stupid. And I like literally slid all the way back down the hill. It was tragic because when I got up and got myself together, there were no drinks to be had. And I had grass stains. I was so mad. I was so mad. That was the worst fall of my life. It really was. I wonder if we can do elixir somehow. Maybe. That was the worst. That was the worst fall. One of the worst falls I've had. This is really, ooh, okay, let's just. Oh, I'm so glad I tried this because this is a little deceiving. Actually, I think I might have used that in the inner corner of look number 2. So we'll come back to that, but that looks nice. Well, now that y'all know my most embarrassing fall, you can let me know what yours is since we're sharing. All right, that's it. That's it for music, I guess. But Dru Hill, back to them. That second album, then I started listening to Cisco the other night. I'm like, they had a good little run, you know? They really did. And they had some really great hits. That looks nice, right? I'm going to go into a pencil brush and I'm going to go into Looking Glass again, which was our blue transition. Just going to put this underneath the lower lash line. Looks like there was some shimmer on there from the other day, but that's okay. It's just enhancing it all. I hear Marky. You have to use the bathroom?
Yeah.
Okay. You don't have to tell me exactly what you have to do. It's okay. Let's do Chasing Rabbits, maybe? Chasing Rabbits is pretty. All right, so that's look number 2. I think that looks really nice. And I kind of like that there's a little shimmer under the lower lash line. So that looks nice, real nice. And then I'll finish it up, of course. Now let's do look number 3. And I'm gonna go into Hypnotic, which is this matte. Yeah, see what we can come up with. Oh yeah, so let me know. I'm about to actually film Purchase or Pass. Let me know what you think about the new Ensley Reign palette. I know we probably talked about it in Purchase or Pass. But if you weren't there for that, let me know what you think about it. It's really pretty. I kind of feel like they could have left the top row off and just had the palette be 20 shades. That would have been great. And at this point in time, I don't know what the pricing is. So if I do know it, I will pop it up somewhere on the screen. At this point, these $70-$80 palettes, like there's one by Wicked Widow Beauty that looks really nice. Cosmic Brushes, though, they're keeping it down. I don't know how, but Cosmic Brushes is doing what we needed to do. And I do like these wintry icy themes for some reason, because they're definitely not my color story. But now that I'm feeling a little more comfortable with blues, I'm kind of enjoying the quest to see which blues are mine. But we all know that they're mostly the gray, grungy blues. And so the Ensley Reign palette does have, you know, some pastels in there that I don't really want to use that much. And then still don't, no, I think this one might have a mirror. I don't know. But I hope they can figure out a way to bring the price down. I kind of, let's see, I don't know how this is going to look. I keep saying I'm going to use the Alice in Wonderland brushes and I'm not using them. So let's go into this one. Still in the Hypnotic shade and bringing it here. Because I'm thinking it would be nice to maybe try a halo for one look. I kind of feel like Muchness would be kind of cool. It's reminding me, I was going to say something from like the Subversive palette from Pat McGrath, but that might be a stretch. And I'm going to go into the black shade just a little bit. So I just put the black on there to kind of tone down some of the brightness. Oh my gosh. And I like how that looks. This one's like a nighttime look for sure. I'm going to use this angled liner brush and go back into Hypnotic underneath the lower lash line. I'm just keeping it really close to the lashes. And then we need an inner corner winks. I'm gonna take this melt pencil brush. Let's go into Distorted Dream. All right, you guys, I am gonna come back with my liner and my mascara, and I'm gonna let you know how I feel about looks number 2 and 3. All right, you guys, I'm back with both looks. Well, obviously. And y'all, I love both of them. I really do. But if I had to pick one, it's gonna be this one. This one is giving me a lot of shifty goodness, a lot of mermaid kind of vibes, and I love that. But I really like this one too. This one is like nighttime, I don't know, glam, nighttime glam. Like I said, this reminds me of like Pat McGrath, The Subversive. And this one is just mermaid goodness. So let me know what you think. I did use the Natasha Denona Macro Tech Eye Crayon that I'm starting to not like in the shade Camu. So it's like a, I don't know, tennis ball green maybe. But I don't know if it's drying out. That's why you gotta come back and talk about these products, because I was really liking them, but they're no Victoria Beckham. Actually, I'm telling y'all, this right here, this NYX faux whites, and those are way cheaper. Anyway, y'all, let me know what you think about these looks. Let me know. Ooh, okay, I don't know. Maybe it's good that one of these lights isn't working and it's not as bright, because, oh, that's really nice. Okay, let me know which look you like the best. And we're gonna do one more. And hopefully I figured this lighting situation out. But yeah, we're gonna do one more look. So let's get to that now. All right, you guys, we are back for the third and final look, or fourth look, right? With the Twisted Tea Party palette. This is gonna be the recreation of the lost footage. I'm gonna put a little bit of my Patience Chantilly lip cheek on. I like to put this on when I feel like people are gonna try it. I'm on the hunt for a new one, because I told you I got that one for $19. Chantilly is having a sale, talking about 25% off. Not off of $42 for that. No thanks. Well, it's almost the same as Gucci, right? All right, anyway, we're not talking about that. So, okay, let's see if I can recreate this look. I remember it was purple leaning. So we're gonna go into Delirious Dormouse and then Cheshire's Secrets. So it's gonna be these two shades. And then I'm gonna have to remember what I did after that. It sucks. I'm using a BK Beauty A503 brush, and I'm taking this almost up to the brow bone. I'm using the Glam Light Primer again, and that actually looks really nice. I'm wearing a NARS blush today, but it's Orgasm X. That was from my first NARS blush palette. So now I'm gonna go into the Cheshire's Secrets, which is a lot more vibrant, and we're gonna just start that in the outer corner and in the outer crease. I'm gonna go into Rabbit, the black shade, make it a little deeper. I'm gonna go into Bonkers. Just gonna take my finger into that shade and put it here. And let's figure out which shade we want to do, because I remember it was a light shade. So we've got this one here, which is Chasing Rabbits, Mind Melt. Maybe it was Mind Melt. Distorted Dream, which, didn't I use that in the first look? I'm gonna do Mind Melt. This one's almost wet feeling. Pressing it in like that because it is chunky and I don't have on any type of glitter primer. All right, for the lower lash line, I'm gonna go back into a combination of Delirious Dormouse and Cheshire's Secrets. And lastly, for the inner corner, oh wait, I know what I did for this was I used Elixir right here. Just gonna take a melt pencil brush. All right, and here is the third and final look. All right, I will come back with my liner and my mascara, and I will let you know my overall thoughts about the Twisted Tea Party. All right, here's the last and final look. And to finish it off, I used the Victoria Beckham eyeliner in the shade Fig, which is like a deep burgundy, like a plummy shade, and my Tarte Man Eater mascara. I really like this. I don't think it's exactly what I created for the second look, but who cares? This is really beautiful. And I do feel like there's so many different combinations you can do with this palette. So there's way more looks that can be done with this one. So let me give you my final thoughts. Overall, I think this is another hit for Ensley Reign. I love the theme. I love the packaging. I love the performance of the shadows. I think it's great. I love the color story. It's definitely unique. And everything performed very, very well. When it comes to recommending palettes, it's really tough for me to say like whether or not someone should get a palette. Makeup is not a need, especially if you have a big collection such as the one that I have. Again, the color story is unique and the formula is really good. So I really enjoyed that about this palette, and the overall just idea of the Alice in Wonderland theme. It's just one of my favorite stories. So I'm happy to have it in my collection, but this is a very pricey palette. And I think if you like indie makeup, you are going to find that a lot of formulas are very, very similar. And if there are differences, they might be very minuscule, you know? So I think it just comes down to like, is it something that you want? You know, is it something that you like? I have tried formulas similar to this one, but it didn't stop me from purchasing this palette because I really like the idea of it. And I really like these looks. I have to say, the look I wore to work, the first two, the one that got erased and the one where I had the green dress, they lasted beautifully all day. And then the ones I did last night, I didn't have them on super long, but like I was talking to Jamie on Marco Polo, and she's like, what is that on your eyes? I'm like, girl, it's Twisted Tea Party. Like, it was just so vibrant, like the way the light was hitting the shadows. It just looked really good. So again, I love a good shifty shade, you know, I love a good multi-chroma, a good duochrome, a good sparkle, and I definitely love me some good mattes. And so I feel like this palette encompasses all of that. The only thing I would have liked to have, again, is a mirror. And I think with their Land of Enchantment palette, they do have a mirror. But because of that mirror, I'm actually afraid of how much that palette is going to cost. So the jury is out on whether or not I am going to purchase that one. But I'll say that Ensley Reign is on my radar. I hope they can find a way to get the prices down a little bit. I'm not sure how much it matters. I know there are some people that I talk to that like they love magnetic palettes, and that's a huge incentive for them to purchase the palette. And then there are people like me who I do build my own palettes, and it is a plus, like these are magnetic, and so I could use these for a palette, but it didn't make or break my decision to buy the palette if the shades were not magnetic. So I think if they could go back to honestly just making them non-magnetic and bringing the cost of the shadows down, I think more people would feel inclined to purchase the palettes. I have no idea what this brand is going to do for Black Friday, and I do know that they've got a pre-order up for the Twisted Tea Party now. So with people paying regular price for that, I'm not sure if that's going to be a palette that they would put on sale. You know what I mean, for Black Friday. So I'm just keeping my eye out for the brand, and I'm happy to try it. So again, if you are interested in trying anything by Ensley Reign Cosmetics, I do have a code. It is FRIZZFACE, and it's 10%. And I know I'm trying to say wherever I can, so there's a few codes out there, so I would just say use a code. But other than that, I think this is a great follow-up to the Harvest Moon palette. I really like the looks that I made with that palette, and I like this one too. I like the vision, I like their theming and what they're coming out with. So it's definitely a brand that I'm gonna be looking forward to seeing, you know, what they're gonna do next. I may not always get everything, but I'll definitely have my eyes out. So hopefully this video was helpful for any of you that were considering the palette or are wondering, like, do you have similar shades already in your collection? I hope everything in this video was helpful, and I hope you enjoyed the Drew Hill chit chat and everything else I was probably talking about in this video. All right, y'all, thank you so much for taking out some of your time and hanging out with me for another Mimosas and Makeup. I hope this was therapy for you. You know it always is for me, and until I see you again, make sure you are being gentle with yourself, talk to yourself nice, stay safe, and I will see y'all really soon. Bye.